It's time for a viewer's request. Big shout out to James, one of our awesome long-term subscribers. So hope you're doing well, mate. It was good to see you in the replies. Haven't seen you for a while. Yeah, James said, mate, take a look at this. Forza Horizon 2. This is the Xbox 360 version. The reason I'm not looking at Xbox One version is because I haven't played this version, 360, before. Straight into a race here, guys. I don't mess around. So I've been playing for about half hour until hitting record here. Oh, I've messed that up. Just to get the tutorial stuff out the way. This guy annoys me, by the way. The guy talking to me now. Now, as you can see, it's a bit glitchy. I am emulating this via a bit of software called Xenia, and I'm using the Canary build. I've experimented with settings and stuff. Basically, if you use an older Xenia Canary build, you can run this game absolutely perfectly, like visually as well. You won't get that weird little glitch, that box around the bottom of my car. But it'll crash after, like, I don't mean in game, but I mean the game will crash. After like 10 minutes of play, you'll get runtime errors. So you have to use the latest build of Xenia Canary, but then we get these weird little graphical artifacts. It is what it is. I'm sure you can eliminate them by messing around with the config file, by opening up with Notepad, but I can't be bothered. Let's talk about the game, because this plays absolutely fine, and it's wonderful. So this is my favourite Forza Horizon of all time. Like I say, I played a lot of the Xbox One version. I owned it there. And I also played a lot of the original game, the first game on 360. I want to say that was 360 only, wasn't it? Because obviously that was a lot older. I think 2011 or 2012 the first game came out. This one arrived in 2014. And it looks beautiful. I love the location here. So we're in France. It is where my auntie lives. Big shout out to my auntie. So, it's down that way. And it's just a joy to drive around. It's a beautiful place. And for a 360 game, this looks fantastic. Of course, it was the end, or towards the end of the Xbox 360's life cycle. By now, I would have been playing PS4. Which, is why I got to play this a lot later on Xbox One, because I didn't buy an Xbox One at launch because of the infamous Xbox E3 conference, which was just terrible, really. But I ended up buying an Xbox One as well as a PS4, mainly for this, because I loved these games. These days, not so much. I fell off. But back then, there was nothing like it. This is the open world racer, isn't it? This is the best. I might increase difficulty. It's on medium. Might increase AI difficulty to hard, because it's a tad too easy, even for me, in medium. This scored high. Across the board, 9s everywhere. Apart from one publication, Polygon website, which gave it a 7 out of 10 for some reason. I didn't read their review. I'm not entirely sure why. Where is my auntie? She's there somewhere. She lives in the south of France. This is south of France, isn't it? I hope it is. I'll feel silly otherwise. Okay, here we go then. So, handling I say all of these cars. I've only been playing with this one car so far, but the handling on this car, it just feels fantastic. It is an arcadey type Forza title. Don't go into this expecting the serious Forza Motorsport, where everything is a bit more serious and slower feeling, and a bit more sluggish feeling, if you like, even though I prefer those games, the Motorsport games, the early ones anyway, 1, 2, 3 and 4. I really liked 4, I think. But these were a nice alternative for the more casual gamer, I guess. These were more fun.
In 400 yards, turn right.
Oh, and yeah. I mean, look how beautiful this looks, apart from the weird glitch. That's not the game's fault, that's the software's fault.
200 yards, turn right.
I find with the later Forza Horizon games, now I've owned them all, but I find with, especially with 5, I find it to be bloated. I find that there's too much stuff going on, which is a subjective thing, isn't it? It's an opinion to have. Some people will be like, Mike, there's loads of content there. Like, why are you complaining about that? That would be a fair point. But for me, I don't know. I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's because... Let's put this to hard. I don't know if it's because, like I say, I've fallen off open world racing games. It's the driving from... Sorry, guys, my WhatsApp's pinging there. It's not very professional, this, is it? I don't like the driving from destination to destination just to get into a race appealing anymore. Okay. Oh, let's take this on the shortcut. Was that a shortcut? I think I gained some ground on Randy Orton, who's in front. But this is so good. It's still my favourite, I think. I think the general consensus with the Forza Horizon games is... I want to get this right. A toss-up between 3 and 4, isn't it? 4 is the one based in Scotland in the UK, isn't it? I liked that a lot, 4, at the time. 5, I just don't know what it is. I can't get into 5. I've spent a good few hours with that game, and I can't get into it. 3 I loved. Wasn't 3 in the beaches? In the beaches. On the... Not Hawaii. It was somewhere like that, wasn't it? I don't know. Give me France every time. I'm loving this. So 6, even though I've said I've fallen off these games, 6, I will obviously check out. It should be on Game Pass on day 1 anyway. That'll be set in Japan. I can't wait to see how that looks. I hope we get to drive around the streets of Tokyo and stuff, but I'm going to assume it's... Oh! It's going to be the more barren lands or the fields of Japan and stuff, because obviously Japan, people associate the city of Tokyo with it. But it's there's loads of beauty to be had in Japan. I guess I haven't been there. I've seen photos. Anyway, back to this game. It's fantastic. There you go. There's my review. 9 out of 10. This is a 9 out of 10 racer. Some might say, what about the Need for Speed open world games? They're pretty good. They're nowhere near as enjoyable as the Forza Horizon games, in my opinion. And that was terrible. I messed that up on the checkpoint.
Alright, you're better than this.
You're better than this. Am I, though? I have put it up to hard, guys. I haven't tuned my car. So if you haven't played any of these games before, you have got all the setups, the tuning setups and stuff in here as well. I would always just go onto the Xbox Marketplace or whatever it's called in this game and download the other players' tuning setups, because I don't have any idea what I'm doing when it comes to customizing engines and that kind of thing. So you just download the setups. It was nice and easy, nice and quick. But we can't do that now because I've turned the servers off for this game. This game no longer exists online, or rather you can't buy this from the Xbox store anymore.
Hey there. What's up?
I loved some of these cars. The memories here, man. Right, let's show all cars that I can afford, and let's get one here. My WhatsApp's pinging. Sorry, guys. I don't know if you'll hear it. I loved that. I always used to buy this thing, and I would chav it up. Dave, big shout out to Dave. If you watch, Dave knows what I mean by chav it up. Tinted windows. The works. Oh, it's the Honda Civic Type R. Dave, you better be watching. That was our car. It's because Dave owned this exact car. I think when I first ever visited you, mate, this was the car you picked me up from the train station in. I think I'm right in saying that. Right. Anyway. Loving this, guys. Brilliant suggestion, James. If I could get my hands on the Xbox One version, then we could do a side-by-side kind of thing, but I can't find it, the Xbox One version. I owned it on disc, you see. I traded it years ago. Okay. So let me know your favourite Forza Horizon title. It's gotta be 2, guys. Come on. Come and join me on the 2 bandwagon. I mean, all of them... Oh, my days. I'm sure the scenery, or there's more destructible scenery in the later games, of course, than this. This is a bit more strict in regards to what you can drive through and what you can't. I mean, the attention to detail here, or rather the detail, or lack of, compared to the likes of Forza Horizon 5, is obvious, isn't it? Because that's a newer game running on much better hardware on powerful gaming PCs and the Series X. But for its time on an Xbox 360 console, which is 2-3 generations old now, look at it. Beautiful game. And its competitor to the PlayStation just didn't have anything like this. Not from what I can gather. It just didn't have anything. For me, this was the most important series for Xbox, for their brand. I think you can play Forza Horizon 5 on a PS5 now, can't you? Because Xbox, in my opinion, are in a bit of a precarious, a bit of a strange place at the moment. Like, what is Xbox now? Like, they've just released that ROG Ally X, Xbox X, whatever it's called, handheld device. And it's a handheld device you can't even play your Xbox library on. It's PC games, which isn't the best when it comes to branding, and Xbox just haven't been good at branding, have they, since the 360? I'm not going off subject of this game. Because the whole Xbox One fiasco, I mean, a terrible name for a console. Terrible. Absolutely terrible, as is Series X and S and all that kind of stuff. And I love my Series X. It's a very cool console, very powerful console. And this series, in my opinion, would sell consoles. In fact, I think when I bought the Xbox One X, if anyone remembers that console, I'm sure I bought the Forza Horizon bundle. Forza Horizon 3 bundle. For that console. I loved that console. Anyway, can I actually win a race here, guys? I mean, I won a race at the beginning of this video, but it was in not easy, medium, and it was a bit too easy for me. Here we go. Take over Southampton. And we got Blinder in front, or Binder. Blinder. He played a blinder there with that corner. That was terrible. That was a terrible, terrible joke. I'm trying to incorporate football lingo stuff. Sorry, guys. So bad. I'm known for a bad joke or two. Oh, this is so good. I mean, in regards to content and that kind of thing, it will feel a little bit more empty, I guess is a bad word to use here, but you won't get all the stuff we get in modern day Forza Horizon. There's a lot more to those games. But I just like the simplicity of these older titles. Like I've already said, prefer the location. And it's still so good to this day. I'm going to be playing this all weekend. This is so cool. Oh my god.
Hold up, mate. You missed the checkpoint.
Right at the end. Did I do that earlier? Did I miss a checkpoint? I'm sure I did. I'm not really concentrating because I'm too busy rambling and ranting away here. But this is a very, very good video game, this. Very good.
That was close, but you need to...
I'm trying to think what other open world races we had. Test Drive Unlimited, was that one of those was open world on 360, because I rented, I think it was 2, Test Drive Unlimited 2, which was open world. You could challenge other players by flashing your headlights at them, or was that this? And you'd race them. I think that game was superb. I think it was ahead of its time, though. I don't think the world was ready for it. And then Forza Horizon came along afterwards, and the rest is history. But Burnout Paradise, let's go up to this credit sign, shall we? Have we got any more here? Is it just that one? Yeah, let's go up to this credit sign. Why is there only one, though? Like, a cash board. There you go. Why is there only one? Why isn't the map littered with them, guys? Questions. And Burnout Paradise, I like it. I think I could see why people love that game. It's not for me. I don't think it's for me. Oh, come on. This car is a ton of fun to play. To drive. It's Friday. I get excited when it's Forza Friday. Can't get my words out. There we go. Look at this. This blew my mind, by the way. All these different cars in this open world, they all had the interiors as well, you know? We had that Forza Motorsport attention to detail. I loved that. I thought that was amazing at the time. Got the little cassette radio in there. Look at this.
Turn right.
I love Hondas, by the way. Absolutely love these cars. Now, you're not going to see real players spinning around on the open world map here for obvious reasons. Servers have been turned off on this game because it's old. It's an old game. This is the old school playlist. It feels wrong putting games like this on old school because they're not retro. Old school playlist isn't just retro, though, but we do put a lot of retro on there, but it still kind of feels weird putting these games because it feels like yesterday I played this. It does. It feels like last week I bought this game, you know. Let's go down here. Turn right. Oh my days! Come on, Mike. I don't know if we had GPS woman speaking to us in later games. Do we still get that? I mean, it's the first thing we always do with cars that we own is turn that off because that woman speaking to you on a long journey just gets annoying. Hey, here we go, our speed cameras. I never used to do the speed cameras unless I was just driving through that road and I kind of done it by accident. But I didn't go looking for the speed cameras. Again, I'm not that fond of just driving around this open world doing nothing. You can't get out your car. Not that you'd want to. It all felt pointless to me. But that doesn't mean that the game is doing anything wrong. It's just my personal preference to just race, really. But back then, around now, I loved this. I loved just taking the car for a spin across the fields and stuff. I find it gets boring quickly. And again, that's not the game's fault. That's just a me thing. I just want to race. And hence why I prefer the Forza... Can I fast? Yeah, I could fast travel for free there to the festival. And that's why I prefer the Forza Motorsport games. The earlier ones. The latest Forza is awful, in my opinion.
Come on in. How can I help?
Dude, come on. Did she call me dude? Did she call me dude then? I'm not having that. That's ridiculous. It's like when you go for a meal at a really good restaurant and stuff. Now, I'm going to sound like a snob here, and I don't mean to at all, I promise. But as a member of staff, if you're serving people at a restaurant, you shouldn't call them mate. I've had people serving me before say, all right, mate. I'm like, oh, you could get fired for that in a Michelin star restaurant, surely. Look at me and my Michelin star restaurants. I think I've only ever been to one, guys, so trust me. I'm thinking of Burger King. You could say mate to me and Burger King, it's fine. I sound like a right arsehole now, don't I? Don't agree. Don't agree. In fact, I am the ideal patron for your establishment. What am I going on about? Anyway, look how nice all of this looks. This is cool. You got the AI. They got Phil Mitchell just drove past me. You got the AI driving around, doing their thing, and it looks wonderful. Looks absolutely wonderful. But yeah, Forza Horizon. Let's talk about Forza Horizon 4 quickly. I loved the seasons thing. I thought that was awesome. I thought it'd just be a gimmick, and it ended up being something that really added another dimension to the gameplay. I loved that. I might feature that on the channel at some point, that game. Really cool version of Forza Horizon, that. I think it looked absolutely beautiful as well. So that would be up there. One of my favourites, I think. I mean, come on, why can't I drive through that tiny tree? So going back to the physics here, or the collision detection, or the collision whatever. The destructible scenery. In Forza Horizon 5, I probably would have been able to drive through that little tree.
In 200 yards,
It was...
turn
Oh no! I've lost my spoiler. It's far more strict, this older game. Look at the state of my car. Look at this thing now.
turn around when it is safe to do so.
I think the engine sounds are far, far better in the modern games. So there you go. I'm praising the modern game there.
In 400
They sounded a bit
yards,
tinny and
you arrive at your
a bit crap in the older games. But I think these are more fun. They're more fun to play. And I'm not just saying that because of nostalgia or anything, because these games don't particularly hold many memories for me. I just think they're more fun. I just think they're... I like the straightforward streamlined menus, and it hasn't got all the weird stuff that we started getting in 4 and 5, especially 5. Don't we get like the, I don't know, the Ghostbusters car, Back to the Future car, the DeLorean and all that in it now? Is that true, or have I dreamt that? Because I can't be doing with all that stupid stuff. It's not for me, that. Is this an arcade racer, though? Because it's not full arcade. This ain't Ridge Racer handling, you know? It's definitely a hybrid, isn't it? Can I actually win a race, guys? What do you reckon? So we've got Pallison up front. And... oh, just in front of him, we've got Bradford City. Let's take Bradford City. He's in the Honda Civic that I've got. This was, of course, before the times of drivatars, I think. Or at least 360 won't have them. Did the Xbox One have drivatars for this game? I don't remember. Even though that is the platform where I spent many hours playing this. I don't remember at all when drivatars came in. Well, it was Forza Motorsport 6, I think they came in, didn't they? Drivatars, or was it 5? The awful 5. We've got David Hasselhoff racing against us as well, look. Right. Let's take over David Healy. I'm just naming footballers now. Now we've got David Hasselhoff. We'll take him over. Or we'll try to, anyway. I like this car. I like the handling on this thing. You can really throw it around the corners. So cool. I've turned the soundtrack off for obvious reasons. You got a really a varied soundtrack here. You've got loads of tunes that come on, as you do with all the games. I found that these games as well, from a vibes point of view, became more and more silly. And I can only take so much silliness. And it's not even done in like a satirical way. It's done in a we're at a festival, we're cool, we're driving fast kind of way. And I just thought it got more and more cheesy as the series progressed. Like 5, it's just ridiculous. And I know it's a bit of fun, but I like my races, even my semi-arcadey ones, to be a little bit serious in places. This is the fine... Sorry, this game strikes the perfect balance, not the fine balance. There's fun to be had, but at the same time, this is still serious business, you know? Come on, let's take over Panov. We're on the last lap now. Right, take it easy, take it easy. That was good, that was good. Come on, we're not getting near full up, are we? Wasn't there a Stoke City player called Full Up? I'm trying to think of names for everyone here. I am not keen on these. Have I already said the following? But I'm not keen on these games in multiplayer, by the way. I find that they're a bit of a mess. It's just carnage online, these games. Especially when you've got to drive. So first, you go into the lobby, and then all of you have got to drive to the race. And it's just like, I'd always get lost. Or I'd get stuck behind a tree. Don't mess the checkpoint up for the 3rd time in a row. Oh, come on. Just let me win a race, game. Or at least get podium. We're going to get a podium, surely. Can't mess that up. But anyway, it's a great suggestion, James. Like I say, mate, it was good to see you in the replies. Forza Horizon 2. Give me your memories, guys. Let me know which version you played. Become 3rd. I'm happy with that. I'll leave you with the race replay if we get the option. Yeah, we do. We get the option. And look out for more content coming to the channel. I'll speak to you all soon.